80 years in the penitentiary is what they gave this man when he was 16 years old for a murder that he didn't commit. The next 16 years of his life, he spent in the penitentiary trying to prove to the state that they had the wrong man. Finally, 16 years later, they released him. He would spend the next 5 years of his life trying to sue the state for the wrongful conviction. He eventually won that, and all they gave him was $125,000. During the time that he was out, he met him a woman by the name of Renee. The two got married. They spent a few years together, and then the relationship became estranged. On his birthday of this year, he was chilling with his new girl when his wife rolled up on him and said, "Yo, you think it's a game?" and shot him in his fucking neck. He died instantly. And yo, his whole life he got jerked, because $125,000 after incarcerating me for 16 years, you can keep that. We talking millions. I don't know what the fuck the state of Maryland was thinking. Hey, yo, this kid named Devon got pinched on some small time shit. Nothing heavy. Went up the road for like 36 months. While he was locked down, he got addicted to that K2. His moms was coming through showing love every BI, shooting money on his books and all that fly shit. Well, he ended up coming home. When he got home, yo, family members noticed that he was acting kind of strange and shit. The neighbor said he would be outside, just walking around, talking to himself. What the family didn't know is that Devon got out here and started making his own K2. He was bugged the fuck out. One night, Devon woke up in the middle of the fucking night, stabbed his mother to death and his brother to death, and he was only home for 8 days. And yo, that K2 shit got motherfuckers coming home, bugged the fuck out. Hey yo, this woman received a call from an older married man that told her, "Yo, I've been messing around with your daughter and I'm trying to cut the relationship, but she keep calling me, trying to extort me and attempting to reach out to my wife. I'm calling you so you can grab a hold of your daughter and put her in check." 3 days later, they found her daughter with a hole in the back of her head, tied up and body lit on fire, ditched in a fucking alley. I wonder if the dude knew the mother, how he get the number to call her, and if so, why didn't the mother sit her daughter down and tell her, "Yo, messing with married men will get you fucked up out here. Hey yo, these married men, man, y'all better leave them alone." Hey yo, imagine going to pick up an individual that'll be the same individual that took your life. Hey yo, this chick waited 5 years for this dude to come home, and when he came home, she married him, had him laced up, gave him $10,000 in cash, took him out to Jamaica, only for him to flip the script and shoot her in her motherfucking chest. Hey yo, them penitentiary dudes, man, y'all better leave them boys alone. Hey yo, this woman's son was strung out on heroin, and although she knew it was nothing she could do to stop him from doing what he was going to do, she decided she was going to start following him to at least see where he was copping his drugs from. She followed him around from hotel to gas station to shop him all throughout the city, and noticed that every time he got his drugs, it was from the same woman, Beverly Burrell. About 3 weeks after she collected this evidence, yo, her son called her and was like, "Mom, one of my friends died." She took that information to the police department and was like, "Yo, my son has been buying drugs from this woman right here. His best friend died last night. Can you move in and do something so that next time it's not my son?" Police took the information and sat on it. 3 weeks later, it was her son. It would take 2 other individuals to lose their life before they finally moved in on Beverly Burrell. And the sad part about it, she only got 25 years after taking 8 people's life. Hey yo, this woman found out that her husband was having an affair on her. And what happened next is unbelievable. Yo, her husband said for the next 4 years, he lost his job. He started losing his hair. He had to have his testicles cut off and all sorts of stuff. He said he came home one day and noticed an unfamiliar smell. So he started searching around the house trying to find the source of the smell. He came across a box with a voodoo doll in it. And inside the box was every curse that she had put on this voodoo doll. And it was every single thing that he had went through in the last 4 years. Yo, he said he lost his mind. When she got home after running errands with the baby, he beat her to death with a baseball bat. I don't want no voodoo type of love, man. Y'all truly believe that voodoo shit is real? When this girl, Lanesia, and her boyfriend, Lamar, broke up, she couldn't take that shit. She found out where his new girl was staying at, went out there and sliced up her fucking ties. When Lamar found out what Lanesia did to his new girlfriend, he hopped in a lift to spin the block, went out there to confront her. When he got out there, her brother wanted to shoot the ones with him. He was like, "Yo, you ain't fucking with my sister." So Lamar ended up clapping her brother the fuck up and then clapping up Lanesia all in front of their fucking mother on Mother's Day. This shit is wild. Yo, these girls out here be fucking with these wild ass dudes and then violate them thinking that they gonna come Bible in hand wanting to pray about that.
Call a lift to come and kill my kid.
My condolences to everybody involved in this shit. apartment complexes. Shania agreed. She went out there, he hopped in the car, shot her in the neck, shot her 3-year-old daughter Shania in the fucking back, killing them both and the unborn child. Yo, when a man tell you he don't want to be in your child's life, yo, cut him out the picture and never look the fuck back. And that shit is facts. Hey, yo, Lori Adams and her husband had an autistic kid, and at 8 years old, he was still shitting on himself. But she was a stay-at-home mom, so the husband used to always get mad when he come home and find his son with a shitty-ass pamper and shit. When one day he got off at 11:30 at night, tired as fuck, anticipating coming home and eating, and walked into the house, only to find his son had some shitty-ass drawers on his shit. He looked over at his wife, she all on fucking TikTok. So he changed the boy, came back in the living room and slapped her in the face with the shitty-ass fucking diaper. And what happened next is unfucking believable.
He went back to the back bedroom, grabbed his firearm, shot him in the head.
She said she was tired of that shit. At 8 years old, a motherfucker shit like a grown person. Don't nobody want to keep changing that shit, but she didn't have to shoot him in the head. I would have got my get back some other kind of way. I'm the caretaker. That mean I'm responsible for cooking for you. You about to be eating some shit or something around here. Slap me in my face with a shitty ass diaper, but I certainly wouldn't have gave up my entire life and took my child's father. Yo, this kid named Twan was a petty tree dealer from around the way. His man put him on to that boy. When he saw the profits off that fucking boy, he never looked the fuck back. At only 19 years old, Twan was seeing more money than the average fucking adult. Him and his baby mom got a nice little spot on the east side and never looked the fuck back. Life was looking good. One day, Twan had to go to the A to handle some business and shit. And while he was down there, the wolves came to his fucking house. They kicked in the door, snatched his baby mom up, and started pistol whipping her ass. They made her FaceTime Twan, and when Twan got on the phone and seen her all fucking lumped up, they was telling him, yo, where's that? We gonna blow her head off, and we're gonna blow your little boy head off if you don't show us where the shit is at. Yo, Twan directed them to a false floor in the kitchen. When they uplift that motherfucking tile, they got 200,000 and a half a brick of that fucking boy. One of the individuals decided to leave no fucking witnesses over the age of 3, so he killed the baby mom and shit. Yo, when Twan got back into town, he found his baby mother lifeless and child's footprints and blood. The little child had been walking around the house with his mother laying dead right there. And yo, when Twan called his baby mom's mother, she immediately came to the fucking house concerned about her daughter. About a week after the homicide, she wanted the boy. She kept pressing Twan for the little child and shit. And Twan was like, nah, yo, I'm the legal father. Yo, they got into an altercation and shit. Police was called out there, and the grandmother had to get the fuck on because Twan is truly the biological father of the child. Well, the grandmother couldn't take it. She got some little kids from around the way to drive over there, and she told him, she said, yo, while I was there, I noticed that he had spent a lot of time in the living room, so make sure you wet the living room up. Yo, the kids went through, did what they were supposed to do for that 10 racks she was paying, and they was out. By the time they got back to the grandmother to collect dough for what they had done, yo, breaking news had already hit the fucking airwaves. The minute they walked in the fucking house, the grandmother upped the gun, shot one of them in his fucking face. His friend was like, yo, what you doing? Why you doing this for? She explained to him, yo, look here, man. When y'all went through there and shot the fucking living room, he was laid up with the baby. You killed Tashawn and my motherfucking grandchild. Blew his head the fuck off and then turned the gun on her motherfucking self. This shit,